Down the way, the nights are good. Sun shines daily on the mountain top. I took a trip, sailing ship. When I reach Jamaica, I make a stop. Oh, I'm sad to say, I'm on my way. Won't be back in many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. To leave a little girl in Eastern town. So in the previous lesson we learned he's got the whole enchilada in his hands, or the whole world in his hands. Actually, my student Taylor, she knows all about singing "He's Got the Whole World." I think we've sang that song so many different ways. Kind of a fun thing to do. Now this song here, though, is takes a little bit more of your attention span. But again, we're only going to learn one new chord along with the two chords you've already learned from He's Got the Whole World. Okay, so again, we're in the key of D. If you didn't notice, I opened up with the song that's called Jamaica Farewell. Okay, so if you don't learn how to play this song really good, Jamaica may cry. Okay, so let's not have that. I want you to do a good job on this song here. So we know the D, and you know how to change to the A7th now and not dive bomb it. Now we're going to learn the D to the G. I've already taught you how we do D to the A. We're going to connect that third finger. Okay, now G is going to be the same thing. We're not going to dive bomb it like this, okay? Because this right here, you will get, especially if you're a beginner, you're going to get completely discombobulated. Okay, so what you're going to do, let me go in on this just in case if somebody happens to be an absolute beginner and they're diving in here like in midstream here. The D chord, you're going to have your third finger. Let me start with my first finger. First finger, third string, second fret. Okay. Second finger, first string, second fret. Third finger, did I say that right? Yeah, first string, second fret. Okay, then you're going to have your third finger on the second string, third fret. So it's kind of weird. I can't get my guitar at the right angle because my desk is underneath here and it keeps hitting the... But I'll zoom in when I edit this video. Anyways, that's your D chord. Okay. So to go to D to G, you're gonna keep this finger where it is because we're gonna learn how to play a G chord like this for starters. Okay, there's gonna be like a lot of different ways you can play a G. There's like 3 or 4 different ways you can play a G chord. Okay, I'm not going to go into that today. Maybe a little bit later, but I want you to learn how to play it this way to begin with, and see how that is going to ring. This anchors you down. It's going to just make it so easy. See how that third finger, all it does, stays there for the G. Go to the top, stays there. I'm going to have a backing track, and then I will also have the PDF file. I'll actually have the PDF file on He's Got the Whole World as well. I should stop here and go over the fingering on that G chord. So we've got the D chord, and your third finger is already where it needs to be, as we were discussing. So this is how you do it. You're going to put your pinky right underneath your third finger. Okay, so you're playing a D chord. Get that first. Put your pinky underneath your third. It's going to be on the third fret, first string. And now bring your second finger all the way to the top. It's going to be on the third fret, sixth string. Okay, and then your first finger is going to be on the fifth string, second fret. Here, now let me get a little bit closer here so you can see this. So this is the G chord that I like to use for starting. Okay, so here's D. Okay, you put your pinky down, second finger goes to the top, and your first finger is going to be on the fifth string, second fret. Okay, that's the G chord. And like I mentioned earlier, there's probably 3 or 4 different ways you can play it, and I mean like in this position. Obviously, there's a gazillion different ways you could play this, but a more modern sounding G is if you don't even use this third. Again, I want you to learn it this way first, but a lot of times you'll hear guys, and this will just be dead. See, that third in the bass, a lot of times it's just almost, I think, too muddy, so I'll end up doing this a lot. But for the sake of today's lesson, though, I would like for you to learn it like this, okay? Because this is going to help you connect. And even, say, for example, if you need to go from G to A, look at this. Again, your third finger is already where it needs. Watch this. See that? Okay? So that really makes things a lot easier if you can connect it. And again, this is a fun song to play at get-togethers and picnics and stuff like that. I've kind of learned along the way from years of playing is that if you kind of have songs in your repertoire, that are this is something you would hear like on a cruise ship or something, okay? So songs like this are kind of happy. They've got that calypso. If you really want to do a calypso beat, for now we'll keep it simple, but you can get that. Okay. But for now, we're just going to play it straight. And notice again, now this isn't swung. Okay, this isn't down the way. Okay, it's not like that. Down the way, where nights are gay, sun shines daily on the mountain top. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would just suggest, when you're learning the chords, just keep it simple. Focus maybe on your left hand first, and you can focus on your right hand. Just do quarter notes, okay, while you're working on that. Now, I would encourage you, if you can sing, it's it's much better if you can sing along with it, or have somebody sing it with you, or whatever. I know, like a lot of my students don't sing. That's kind of why I'm doing the backing tracks too, and but I'm thinking somewhere along the way it would be fun to actually say once you get the chords down, then maybe play the melody to the backing tracks. That could be a lot of fun. But anyways, now the next chord, boy, I get sidetracked really easy on some of this stuff, but it's all important though, stuff you got to know. Okay, so then we're going to keep that third finger down, and we're going to just go right to our G. So this song is going to have a measure on the D, measure on the G, and then we're going to do a half a measure or 2 strums. 1, 2, then the A7, 3, 4, and then back to the D for a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you get that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's going to be the verse. Okay, and then the chorus. Now we've talked about dive bombing a little bit, so we will get an opportunity to dive bomb today. So put on your parachute, because you may crash and burn. You never know. That's whoever I learned this from. Is they said, yeah, if you dive bomb, you'll crash and burn. Maybe sometimes you will, but hey, you know what? If you're playing live in the course of the night, you're going to crash and burn somewhere along the way anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, okay? So all you do is just make a funny face and look at the guy standing next to you, or kick your amp or something, okay? And they won't have a clue that you were the one who hit the clinker. Okay, so E minor you already know from the very, very beginning. So we're just going to go to our E minor using fingers 2 and 3. Okay, and again, you can practice back and forth doing this. So the chorus is going to be measure on the D. I'm sad to say I'm on my way. A7. Now this E minor to the A7th, think of this. This was just like when we did the A sus2 to the D6. See, there's a reason behind why I teach these songs like this. So this is no different, okay? Well, everything's up one string, okay? Okay. This actually sounds like a... You got to change your evil ways. Baby, thoughts are cold and my thoughts are okay. Maybe I should just end the lesson right there, but you can see where this is going. You know, the more you learn, the more songs you know. Just like, okay, I already know this. Okay, this can be cool. So E to A7th, and then back to the D. So I probably totally lost you now if you're a beginner. So let me back up a little bit. Okay, so this is the chorus. So we already did the verse, so the chorus is going to be 2, 3, 4. Measure on the D, measure on the E minor. Kind of a little dive bomb, but you've already done this before. Measure on the A, and then again, remember, you're going to slide right back to that D. Okay, then we got to start over. So there's actually going to be 2 measures of D in the middle, okay? So this happens a lot. So let me play this for you. I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I'll leave a little girl in Kingston town. Let me go back in the verse. Sounds of laughter you can hear. Out on the hills they bear, and all the rice, so fishing nice. Rum is fine every time of year, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. Leave a little girl in Kingston town. Okay? So you'll have the chord sheet that has the chords on there, and then the measures and how many beats you'll play each one. But the backing track will kind of help you along with that too. So I think that's about it on this song here. It's pretty straightforward. Again, your mission on this song is, should you accept it, is to get that. Okay, you want to get that D to the G. Okay, and you can practice it like this too. A lot of times you can practice this with no tempo, and like I mentioned in a previous video, you can get a little timer, set it for 60 seconds. See how many times you can do that chord change. Okay, so anyways, that's it, and I sure thank you for dropping by and watching this video. I hope you have a lot of good luck with this song here. It's a fun one to play, and so anyways, thanks a bunch. Thank you for dropping by, and we will see you on the next video.